Well, hello, ladies from all over, single women. How are we doing today? Blessed and highly favored. I'm going in a different way with my podcast. I'm going to be doing different poems that I made up, still talking about abuse. But I want to give poems, my feelings of how I'm feeling here lately. And, I wrote 24 poems. And this is the first one that I wrote, is speaking about where's my voice. Where's my voice? They silenced me with shame, told me love meant staying quiet, taught me how to shrink myself until even my own thoughts grew silent. I used to speak with fire, now I whisper with fear. Every yes, I didn't mean, every no, I couldn't clear. They told me I was too much, too loud, too bold, too strong. So I folded my truth like paper and swallowed it for too long. I gave them my voice to keep the peace, but silence became its own kind of leash. So where is she now? That girl who used to roar, the one who wouldn't beg, the one who slammed the door. She's in the cracks of my prayers, in the breath I hold too tight. She's in the words I want to scream when I'm alone at night. But listen close. She's not gone. She's rising in every truth I write. In every tear I stop hiding, she lives in the shaking. No, in the brave and the broken me. She's crawling out of silence, one symbol at a time, free. Where's my voice now? She's here, tired but trying, quiet but healing, and this time she stays. We all have voices. Don't ever silence your voice. Speak your truth. Speak what you're feeling, what you're going through. Don't let no one silence you. Don't let no one belittle you. Don't let no one tell you that you're nothing. You're somebody. You may be single. You're still somebody. You went through the hurt. You went through the pain. You went through the discouragement. You went through all the hate, the suffering, the bitterness. You went through it all. Don't ever give up. Keep moving forward. That's what I'm continuing to do, to keep moving forward. That's why I choose to go this route on my podcast, writing poems and speaking, telling you about my poems, reading my poems, letting you hear my voice, because my voice is not silent. My voice is not stopped. I have a voice. I have a desire to bring other single women out of abuse situations, relationships, because I've been there, done that, and know what it's like. You have a voice and speak it. Speak it loud. Don't speak it low. Don't let no one take your voice and say you don't matter, because that's not what's supposed to be told. You have a voice. You have a life. You have a desire to be free. So don't ever give up and shut your voice and say, I'm nothing. So why should I be free? Don't give in to the lies. Don't give in to the hate. Don't give in to the distrust. Don't give in to discouragement. Don't give in. Don't give up. Don't cave. You have a voice. Let it be heard. You have feelings. Let them be known. You're not silenced. You're not quitting. You're not a quitter, and you're not giving up. You have a voice. Speak that voice. You are you, and you're awesome in who you are. You were created to be happy. You were created to help someone else. So my podcast is to reach out to single women everywhere, to let them know you have a voice, to give them different poems that I've written. I got a book that says, a poem book that says, a poetry book that says, being Miss Diva. That's what I call myself, Miss Diva. And Diva is divine, intercessor, victorious, anointed. That's what I am. I choose not to be pushed back in the background. I choose to stand up and shine. I have a light that I will allow to shine. I have a voice I will allow that I'm going to proclaim the healing, my journey. I won't give up. I'll never give up. I may have been hurt. I may have been disappointed. I may have been thrown away. I may have been thrown down. I may have been beat. I may have been struck. I may have been abused in so many different ways. I'm not giving up because what I went through, my past, is not my future. My past is the past, but I will bring it to my podcast to let you know what I've been through, what I went through, the hurt, the disappointments, and all that. That's when I first started my podcast. When I had the first season one. Now I'm on season 5. Different podcasts, different poems I will be speaking on to encourage single women everywhere to let them know, let your voice be heard. Let your light shine. Be there for another single woman because she's going to be there. She's running behind. You can bring her forth by telling her your journey, what you went through. Don't be ashamed of your past. Your past will be a healing, a deliverance for another single woman. My past, what I went through when I was abused, sexually, mentally, physically, when I was abused, slapped, knocked down, kicked, when I was abused, spit on, lied about, talked about, when I was abused. So I'm letting you know I've been through it all. I know what it feels like to be abused. I know what it feels like to be sexually abused in every way you could think of being sexually abused. I know what that feels like. That's my voice. That's my voice, and I will never allow it to be taken away. Because there's a single woman right now, maybe going through abuse right now. Abuse isn't something that just happened one day and it stops. Abuse happens every single day to some single woman, some woman. She's needing help. So let what you went through, be her help, be her guidance, be her turning around point. Now, when I was abused, you could have told me, well, why do you live like that? Why don't you leave? Why don't you? It's not that easy. You can't leave. You can't just say, well, I'm gone. Well, maybe some women can. I was so involved in the relationship. It took 11 years. I was in a relationship for 11 years. And through the 11 years, yeah, he said he apologized and we had good days, we had bad days. But the fear was my outfit I wore every day. So therefore, I didn't leave because I was fearful. When I did leave, he came, he got me. It was nice. He was sweet. He was kind for a couple of months. And then the accusation came. Well, what did you do when you wasn't around me? I know you was with somebody. I know you slept with somebody and you this and you that. And he called me all kinds of names. But I was invested in a relationship because I felt that if I do something different, it'll change. I didn't see love as not hurting. I saw love as hurting, but yet repenting, but yet asking for forgiveness, but yet saying, I love you, I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't mean, and I did, please forgive me. And I did. And that's what a lot of single women do when they're in a relationship. They forgive. They forgive their partner. They forgive the person that abused them because they said, I'll never do it again. And it doesn't happen right away when you go back into the relationship. It doesn't happen right away. No, he's real nice. And then sometimes I would ask myself, did I say something wrong? Did I look a certain way? Did I not say something? Was I not quick with my reaction? No. You don't necessarily have to do anything. It's what's in the individual's mind. The man that's abusing you is in his mindset that you did something wrong, even though you didn't, but he feels that you did. So what he's going through in his mind, he doesn't want to hear it. He doesn't want to accept it. So the abuse starts. And he'll start, in my situation, he didn't put bruises on me that you could see anything. And back in the time where I was getting abused, it was my word against his. There's no scars or there was nothing to show that I was being abused because he wouldn't hit me to the point where it bruised me. He knocked me upside the head, and I had stitches in my head. Messed up some of my fingers. But when I went to the hospital, I said I fell because he told me if you tell what happened, it's going to get worse. So that fear, I opened up that door and that fear jumped in and it stayed there and it settled and it sat down and said, you heard what he said. So they said, well, what happened? I said, I fell, fell down the stairs backwards and, bust my, hit my head because back then is my word against his. He could have said, no, I didn't do that. I don't know what she's talking about. So I was afraid to tell anybody what was going on. So I didn't. So with season 5, I'm going to be talking and speaking poems that I have written about what I'm feeling, how I feel. Be different poems, different headings, but I want to let you know that I'm still here. I'm never giving up my podcast. No, I'm not, because I know eventually, I know that I'm helping somebody. I may not see it. They may not even, email me and say, hey, thank you for this. But in time, it will happen. So don't give up the fight of leaving the abusive relationship, whatever. And don't blame yourself if you go back, because if you're not strong enough, you're going to go back. And don't get into another relationship until you're healed from the relationship that you was in, because if you're not healed and you go into another relationship, the same thing, you're going to see that individual as the same as what you left, and you're going to make yourself sad because you're waiting on this to happen, and little things will set you off and the arguments start, and then you may get back in a relationship with an abusive person and not know they abuse someone else, because that woman that they abused, they not going to come out and say, I got abused by him. They may not even know anything about you. So ladies, single women, know that I'm here for you. I call myself Miss Diva. My name is Michelle, and I'm here to let single women know everywhere that listen to my podcast. You got a way out. You can escape. I did. It may took a while, but when I finally escaped, it took me a while to speak about what I went through. It took me years before I spoke about the abuse that I went through, because I was so ashamed. So single women all over, stand up and shine. Speak, let your voice be heard. Speak, let your voice be heard. Speak, let your voice be heard. And remember, God loves you, and so do I. Have a blessed day, and remember, you got a voice. Don't give up. God will work it out for you. He will make a way. Believe. God be with you always. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Thank you.